Alright, so before this video begins, I just want to mention that I do get a little bit off topic for the first minute, but I eventually get to bringing up the points that I want to bring up, so make sure you watch to the end, hear what I have to say, and if you do agree with what I have to say, make sure you tweet at Activision to tell them to try to implement these changes, because I think they're small, pretty easy changes that can be made that could really change how the game is played and maybe just bring more fun into the overall multiplayer experience. So if you do like the video, make sure you like. If you're new, subscribe and comment your opinions on what you think, and yeah. Let's just get on to the video. Alright, what's up everyone? I'm Floki and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, just what Activision can do to fix it and I think make it play much better or maintain a better player base. So recently the Battle Royale for Call of Duty has come out and it's actually really well done. It's a little bit campy, which I mean every single Battle Royale is, because everyone's scared because it's a one life mode, but they definitely did a good job with the gulag and like having multiple chances of coming back, especially with teammates being able to buy you. But obviously the game very campy, like the game as a whole is campy, so the Battle Royale of course is going to be campy, but we're not going to be talking about the Battle Royale. We're going to be talking about multiplayer and what I think about it. Before we talk about that though, I do want to mention the campaign was superb. It was greatly done. Like the amount of detail that went into it was great. So the campaign and Warzone, in my opinion, were both very well done. But the topic of this video is multiplayer and what I would personally do to try to not fix it per se, but kind of fix the player base on it. So personally, my belief is that the multiplayer is very camp heavy, and that is due to how the maps are laid out. There's very obvious signs of the fact that people really love to camp in this game, and it's mainly due to the line of sights that are set up, because I know like the cave map, or like the map that the entirety of the memes that come with the game being like you can't cross the street without 17 line of sights being on you. Those maps make it very easy to camp, and a lot of the maps are designed like that. Like personally, I believe that most of the good maps that they have are the maps that they have put in after the game. Like Shoot House is decent, and then Rust and Shipment, those are actually like the two most fun maps to play, and those weren't even created this like year. They like for this game, they were old maps from old games brought into this game. So one of the main things that this game has a problem with is map design, and it's obvious because they just added a new map. Whatever they added, I can't think of it. Hideout, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of the same as that big map where you can't cross the street. However, there's just one street going through the middle with like 10 line of sights on either side. So it's just, their map design is very poor. That's what we've noticed from this session, like this year's Call of Duty. But yeah, so what I want to talk about to fix it, after rambling for about a minute and a half on just how the game design or the map design is very bad, I have an idea of what they could bring back, which I believe would help the multiplayer greatly, and that is voting for maps. So if you remember Modern Warfare 2, you'd get into a game and you'd either be able to vote for, say, the one with the house, I can't even think it, or just say like Rust or Scrapyard, something like that. You could vote between two maps, or you could choose random, and it gave it like you wouldn't be leaving lobbies as much, because like even if you like voted for a map and it went to like random, say, and then you get a kind of bad map, you're like, whatever, I'll be able to play again and vote for the next map, and then there's a chance that I get a map that I want to play on. But this game, you just get thrown into a game and you get thrown onto a map, and a lot of the maps are really bad. Like a lot of the maps, like I kind of refuse to play some maps, like the cave map. I really dislike that one. It's just, the cave is just obnoxious with how many people camp, and then the other sides of the map are just very campy as well. So there's just a very bad mixture of maps, but there are some very good maps within the maps that they have. So I believe if there was a voting system for voting between two maps and then having the random like they had in like every other Call of Duty, that'd be very good. It would be a good addition, and maybe even they could add the voting and what I'm about to bring up, which is a map preference option. So a game like Rocket League, you can go into like the matchmaking, like arenas or whatever. I don't know how to get to it, but you can go into the arenas and either like and dislike arenas. So if you like an arena, you play on it more. If you dislike it, you don't play on it as much. And Rocket League, there's the anniversary arena that they have. I thoroughly disliked that arena, so I disliked it, and I've actually never played on that arena since I have disliked it, and that's a good thing, because it shows that the game listens to what your preferences are, and it actually puts you in different matchmaking sets based on that preference. So I believe that the whole map voting and maybe a map preference option could really help this game, and one of the biggest things that I hear everyone talking about it, but they still will not do it, is a Rust or like a Shipment 24/7. Like one of those small maps that everybody likes. Just complete chaos 24/7, and don't take it out of the game. Put it in the game and don't take it out. Like currently they have a Hideout 24/7, and I mean, Hideout's not a great map. No one's really going to be playing the 24/7. They'll probably play it the first few days because it's a new map, but then like no one's going to like it. I think if you put a Rust or Shipment or even both as a 24/7, like just call it Rusty Ship and then just throw it in there and never change it, everyone would really enjoy that. And yeah, so honestly, I wish there was a way that you could do like a Rust and Shipment 24/7, but then also be able to choose between normal core and then hardcore. So just some options that I'm laying out, because the main problems that I have with this game are the maps. Like the gunplay is magnificent, the movement feels great, but just the map design and like how people can play on the maps and just camp and they get rewarded for it, it's just really disappointing when you play a Call of Duty game, because Call of Duty's always been one of those games where you just rush and you just balls to the wall, you just go in and you have a good time. But this map, or this game, it really has rewarded campers, and it really penalizes rushing. So that's about it. To summarize, bring back map voting and add a map preferences option to pick which maps you do and don't want to play, and then a Rust and Shipment 24/7 would be amazing. Personally, my favorite game mode in this game is Hardcore Domination on Shipment. That is literally the perfect game that you can play, because although it's super hectic and you're probably going to have like 50 deaths, you're going to get like 80 kills. So that's probably what I'm going to have in the background, which you've probably been seeing it this whole time. But that's about it for this video. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down some things you would like to watch, and I'll make sure to try to get onto those. And subscribe if you're new, because I know just about everybody is new. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.